A bit clickbait, but Brit Monkey is spicy.
Hi everybody.
Hello guys, how are you doing today? We're flaming hot.
Today we have a very controversial video to react to.
Yeah, how the USA became so stupid. That's the title, and he made it Brit Monkey. I'm assuming this is a British guy who likes monkeys.
Oh, a British monkey.
A British monkey, yeah. He likes Arctic monkeys, maybe.
Oh, maybe the Arctic monkey, so maybe.
Maybe. Let's check it out.
Yes, let's go.
This is hard.
We gotta say that in Flaming Pod, this not reflect our thoughts, our beliefs, nothing like that.
Not at all.
Just a reaction.
I don't think if Brit Monkey says you're all stupid, I'm not one to go and say neither confirm
or deny.
Yeah.
There's a famous episode of the Jimmy Kimberly live show where clueless residents of Los Angeles fail to name a single country.
Is it South Africa?
Yeah, the country of Asia. Greenland.
Although these are no doubt cherry-picked, and I'm sure if you stood in a big city all day and shoved a camera in people's faces and asked them questions, you'd be able to find 3 minutes worth of people who couldn't answer on the spot.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can have like 1,000 people answering and you just pick the ones that maybe are completely ridiculous.
Or name a woman.
Name a woman?
Yeah.
But the
Your mum
is largely true. These people can't name a country because they don't care about other countries.
That's the thing. Yes,
passport,
that could be.
Compared to, as I said in a previous video, America has all you'd ever want geographically within her borders. Why go anywhere else?
Kind of like
the foreign cultures. In 2009, only half knew that last year's Olympics were held in Beijing. Oh, but of course, when asked to name American celebrities, they had no trouble at all. At the same time, we
have a big industry.
So we are realizing that the title of the video is
kind of clickbait.
Yeah.
Brit Monkey is spicy, so
knows how to do it.
Knows how to get the click.
India was right. The American delegation to the convention was highly populated by journalists and media magnates. They knew that if countries couldn't afford their own news, they would be increasingly reliant on buying news from American wire companies like the Associated.
I would like to know how many Argentinians newspapers are reading in the USA, for example.
Yes, I think that if that could be a negative number, it will. Eventually it has to be some sort of offer and demand kind of stuff, because if you guys don't want to know anything about Argentina, why would they buy the paper? But yeah, that's kind of cultural build.
Yes.
Even after all those years.
They're selling their news.
That's the thing. We all know a lot about America. They know nothing about us.
One of the most popular French movies in 40s France was 1949's The Big Day, a mostly plotless movie where a whimsical French postman gets into wacky mischief in a quaint village. There just wasn't the money or resources for anything else.
Awesome.
Hollywood captured the European public's imagination, and they wanted more. But why is it only a one-way street? Because while you can do or say whatever you want within the United States, the Constitution also says that the American government can regulate what goes in or out. During the Cold War, anything that might be considered communist propaganda could be seized by the post office and never delivered. When John Lennon stepped out of line, the American government made sure that he knew it. The narrow stream of European movies that made it into the USA came in the form of the French New Wave cinema, movies that were stylistically inspired by American films, but also so stuffy that few audiences would ever want to watch them anyway.
Qu'est-ce que ça peut te faire?
Ça ne va pas, non?
Non, rien. Je voulais dire cette phrase avec une idée précise. Ou plutôt, je le savais.
Well, I understand, but you can't force people things they don't like. If they like the American movies, it's kind of snowball, because they like the American movies and music and stuff because it has more money to use, so it has a lot more resources and it's better quality overall. I don't know. I mean, some things are more watchable than others. You know, I'm not that Marvel kind of guy, but America has got a big industry. It's got like thousands of films and thousands of good actors, so a lot of them are really good. There are so terrible movies from the USA, terrible that you see on Netflix constantly, but there are terrible movies from everywhere and good movies from everywhere. I mean, they just got more promotion, but they're on the media, so it's kind of logical. I
Who are
don't
the
know if
owners?
he's complaining or
Who
what.
are the owners of that media or the promotions business of the music, of the movies?
I don't know, 4 or 5 economical groups.
Yeah.
Naturally, this prevented the more artistically liberal European films from being shown in American cinemas, and when they did get a US release, they were usually edited to remove the violence in movies and sex on TV
Is violence in movies and sex on TV.
to comply with the good old-fashioned values.
On which we used to rely.
At least until the rules were abolished in 1968 and replaced by the age rating system we have today. Global cultures might be more present in American media, but they're always through the lens of American characters, such as The Last Samurai starring Tom Cruise, where he plays a white guy in 1870s Japan. 7 Years in Tibet, another American in China. Indiana Jones, American in Egypt. The Bourne Identity, American in France. Inglourious Bastards, Americans in German-occupied France. And for the ladies in the audience, Mamma Mia. For a movie set on a Greek island, there's not a single Greek person in the entire movie. Is there any hope for America, or are they destined to be a stinky, dumb, redneck country forever? Maybe. As social media platforms have an element of randomness in what they show users, there is a higher chance of Americans being shown videos from other countries, forcing them to take note of what is happening. It seems the revolution will be TikToked.
TikTok was almost banned because it's a Chinese company.
It's Chinese?
Yes,
I
it is
didn't know.
Chinese. So the government a lot of times try to ban from the USA. TikTok, just only TikTok.
Look at that.
But American ignorance isn't as evenly distributed as you'd think. That study I mentioned earlier, when adjusting for English proficiency, income and education levels, Americans are really no different from their European counterparts, and in some cases marginally smarter. Knowledge about the wider world even correlates to political views, and not in the way that you'd think. A 2022 survey asked Americans 12 questions about the world, such as who is the British Prime Minister, what does the Indian flag look like, and what this symbol represents. The people who answered the most questions correctly were committed Democrats and committed Republicans. So are Americans ignorant? Many of them are, but it isn't their fault. It's a mix of geography, American imperialism, Cold War paranoia, moral puritanism, and economic factors that create a paradoxical nation that is both the most expansive empire, but also an informational prison of their own making. God bless you, stupid bastards.
All right, he kind of insults them, but kind of praised them too. So he ended up good with Americans.
Well, the video was something like we said at the beginning. At first, he's not insulting them, but
Kind of. But he said it's more like lack of information about certain topics, but
so in summary, they have stupid people, of course, like everyone or
Who
every place.
who doesn't?
Maybe the most of the videos are made with the scope on the ignorant people.
I think that capitalism in general ended up shaping this situation, because eventually you start just investing in the things that gives you more money. So
Well, we both said what we think about that. And
Yeah.
what do you think? We can tell us in our comments, in comment box.
down below, yeah, so give us a nice comment. It's giving you your point of view, telling us what you think.
And if you like the video, please click the like button. You can subscribe, share us so we can keep growing. Thank you.
Very much.
See, thank you very much. Thank you for watching us, and we can see you in the next video.
Exactly. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.